conduct. Amen. Amen. Boy, as you can see, the lesson compiler, we've been discussing this word equity for at least 3 weeks now. Anybody remember the first one? Equitable charity was last week. This week is equity and conduct. First week is equity for all. Right. The first week, the compiler of the lessons come and says equity for all. He tells us that God has no respect of person. We all right? God comes. The Apostle Paul comes and tells us that God loves you and he loves me just the same. We all right? Then we came last week, charitable equity. The Apostle Paul shared with us that love is not only lip service. We all right? Love also has to do with us giving of ourselves. We all right? Financially, spiritually, and all other kinds of ways. And then this week, we come in equity in conduct. We all right? Equity in what? Conduct. In conduct. What comes to mind when we think equity in conduct? How we act. How we present ourselves. Amen. Simply said, simply done. How we're acting. We all right? The Bible tells us that everything ought to be done in decent and in order. We have conduct. We're taught how to act. There's a way we should act in the workplace. We all right? Yeah. But not only is that so in the workplace, but it ought to be in worship. We got quiet right about that. Amen. Amen. We know how to act. But for some strange reason, when we get into the worship place, we have to keep in mind, we have to be mindful that there's also a way to act. We all right? And so the Apostle Paul comes and he tells us in Romans chapter 12, verse 9, he says, let love be what? Dissimulation? Dissimulation. Let love be without dissimulation. He says, abhor that which is evil. We all right? And then he says what? Cleave to that which is good. Right. Cleave to that which is good. And NIV version tells us, he says, love must be sincere. And he says,